Gather around, everyone. I'm gonna tell you a tale. Once upon a time in the early morn, in the town of Northshire, a noob was born, and he yawned and stretched and blinked in the morning light. And he saw an NPC that was standing right there with a yellow exclamation parked over his hair, so he asked that fella just what there was around to fight.
What's there around here to fight?
Well, the noob was ordered to kill some kobolds, so he ran right over and did what he's told, but by the time it was over, that noob was feeling done.
I'm way too uber for the likes of this place,
He said,
I think it's time to pick up the pace.
so he boldly left town, even though he was only level 1. He walked through the fields and he crossed the river till he entered a place that made most noobs shiver. It was Duskwood, where the undead walked the land. Well, the trees were scary and so was the grass, but the noob saw somebody riding up the path, so he put out an arm and waved one noobish hand. When the rider got closer, the noob could see he had just hailed a horde who was level 60, and not only that, he was flagged for PvP. Now, most folks would have turned and run, but that noob decided to do something dumb. He stood in the road and gave the horde some grief.
Fight like a one-armed gnome.
At first, the horde was a little surprised by the noob, who obviously wanted to die, but then he laughed so hard he even shed some tears. Hey, this guy's got a certain appeal, so I'll tell you what, noob, I'll make you a deal. You beat me, and I'll give you all my gear. He had some nice stuff, too. So the noob got out his little short sword and started to whack away at the horde, who just stood there laughing his butt off in the road. I'll let him wail on me for a while, thought the horde to himself as he smiled, and then bam, it'll all be over for that chode. Now, about this time in real life, that horde got a phone call from his ex-wife, and he wondered if he should answer the phone or stay. Well, that noob won't kill me in a million years, so if I'm away a few minutes, who cares? And he got up to get the phone and went AFK. But that little noob, well, he hacked and slashed as if every stroke was earning him cash, and very slowly he whittled away that horde's HP. And the horde's ex kept him on the phone much longer than how long he thought he'd be gone, and when he finally hung up, it felt like an hour or 3. Well, the horde finally got himself back to the screen, and what he saw there nearly made him scream. That noob had whittled his hit points down to 8. The horde flew to the keyboard to lift his mace, but that noob let fly with a right to the face, and that horde crashed to the ground. A split second too late. We better turn on that profanity filter.
God, mother, piece of shit.
Well, the horde, he knew that he'd been beat, and he cleared his throat and looked down at his feet, while the noob, he danced around like he'd gone mad. And the horde said, well, I'm a guy of my word, so here's all my stuff. You look absurd. He handed that noob every last little thing he had. The noob rode away with all of his prizes, while the horde just sat there and cried out his eyes. At this point, my tale is nearly done. In Azeroth, they still tell the story of the noob who left town looking for glory, who took on a level 60 and won.